Okay, we're back with one of the most stressful games I've ever played. Age of Empires 2. Doesn't seem to have any kind of like formal difficulty ramp. You just kind of throw you to the wolves at the start. So let's try to pick up as well as possible. I did watch all of the previous episode. Tried to catch myself up as much as I could. But as usual, the backseating policy is 100% suspended. Please just tell me what to do and tell me what I should know. Just kind of review my notes. I've got to start researching technologies. I have to make combat units. I have to build more houses, and I eventually have to collect 4 relics and make more monks. I think I'm at the slowest possible speed at the moment. No, we're teasing. When I do my go live message, it gives the episode number. It's also in the events listing. Okay. So let's start doing tech upgrades if possible. I think the big thing we were thinking about is maybe making a second castle to try to stop further invaders. I have a thing that shift comma is select all military units, right? So I don't need to conquer anybody, I just need to make monks at some point to go get these relics. Do I want to bother with a second castle? Probably just hope that my current walls are sufficient. Oh god. If you look at the thumbnail in events, you might need to update Discord if you don't have thumbnails. I don't even know really what I should be working on. What's the deal with town patrol just being free? Like, shouldn't I just want that? It's because it takes time to resolve, I guess. I think I have everything doing automatic farm reseeding. It is on, right? Okay. Crop rotation. Built a market recently. Mine stone faster. Cost free, okay. Chop wood faster, also free. Yeah, I'm very weirded out by that. I have to expand my units here. Or expand my walls once they finish chopping this wood.
Holzer. Bereite. Holzer. Hey, ja? Holzer.
X should be costing resources. Everything else costs resources. Well, not everything. Ironclad are free. We say they were free last episode. I haven't installed anything. I just loaded my save, so. Sanctity, faith. Oh, faith says not enough gold. So is it just a display error, maybe? It's supposed to cost something? Uh-oh, I hope I didn't just screw myself over. Okay, so that has been incorrect the whole time. I guess I can Google it. Let me load back up my save then if I was spending resources that whole time. Still not clear on why. Yeah, let me pause and try to look it up really quick. Age of Empires 2 upgrade free bug. I don't have any results about it. Upgrade cost bug, maybe? Well, I guess I'll just do my best to not overspend, I suppose. Try to get monks as good as possible. Harder to kill. Move faster. I think we have to track down a new gold mine, right? I was going to have some folks mine this gold here once this runs out. Monks themselves cost 100 gold each. Okay. To assign these guys again.
Holzer. Hey, ja? Holzer.
Ja. Holzer.
Yeah, I wish I knew what that was costing. It's really strange. If I want to advance the age, I do that from the castle, right? I was working on making more military units. This is the furthest, okay.
Ja.
Could technically build a different mining camp over here, right?
Ja?
Who's attacking me and why? Okay. Right, because I need to fill in this gap, I guess. It's town center, okay. Try to make houses. Last episode, folks were like, this game is as popular as Pac-Man in some countries, and I was like, wow. Just that goes to show how terrible I am at this genre.
Hoe wäre? Heise? Sasa.
Do they not want to go through the gate, basically? Oh, does the monk count as a military unit for the purposes of doing this? Okay. I didn't realize that before.
Dies war Streeted. Bereites war. Dass ich so rede. Bereite, dass ich soll. Hey, ja. Ja, dies war.
Keep the monks separate, I guess. I've set these walls to build, right? At least I thought I did. Tried to make this as like an expansion. And can I modify any existing built wall to have a gatehouse in it? Might be able to do this. But I have to have a gatehouse, don't I? Build gates on top of walls.
Heise?
Like here, basically.
Ouvert. Ja. Ouvert. Bereid.
Because I haven't finished chopping all those trees. Let's do that first, I guess. Walls were where I was really struggling last time, but I think now that I've played Stronghold, I have maybe a slightly better understanding of what the game wants me to do with that. Yeah, we ended up doing the Barbarossa mission, but it was really hard to tell which mission we were intended to do first. Or even if there was an intended lower difficulty early mission, you know? Hey, Serp, how you doing? Alright. Working on it. I think once this gets depleted, will they automatically try to go over here, or is that far enough away that I'm gonna have to manually reassign them? Yeah, that's super weird. I didn't know that was possible. Should I try to build gatehouses on top of the little towers, or are the towers strictly cosmetic? Like, I can't, like, put archers in those, can I? Like Stronghold? It's just cosmetic. Will it try to automatically adjust where they're positioned once I add a gatehouse? Alrighty. Changes what he's doing, okay. Corners and ends of walls, okay. Anything else I want to do? Convert enemy buildings, convert enemy monks. Gain faith faster. I'm very worried that the computer is just going to show up and annihilate me here. I did make a bunch of units to hopefully reduce the chance of that happening, but one of these was an archer barracks. Here it is, archery range. I need to do more houses first, though, actually. I would need to build another wood cutting thing if all of these folks are going to be chopping wood for far away from my original setup back there. Let's queue. I can have any number of lumber camps, doesn't really matter. That's really weird, Serp. I didn't even know that was possible. I need to bother destroying the old ones? Oh god.
Ja, dies war Systeme. Ja.
Monks, do they heal in this game? Is that right? Am I remembering that correctly? Really like the look of this, the definitive edition. Very smooth animations. No reason to destroy old camps.
Ja. Heiße? Ja. Das ich soll. Dies war. Ja. Das ich soll.
I clear enough of this woodland out of the way.
Ja.
Alright, so y'all go here now, I guess.
Ja.
Really like the idle worker button. That makes my life so much better. Will they not attempt to start building a wall somewhere if it's currently, if there's like a unit on it when I go to tell them to build? Or will that person move?
Bubere. Das ich soll. Geräte. Bubere.
Disable that guy.
Das ich soll. Holzer.
So if I can't build here, it's not because there's people, it's because there's a tree that's blocking it. Probably. Wanted some people to do houses. Probably need more people on gold.
Hey, ja, Räte.
House is, does house positioning matter in this game, or is it like Stronghold that it doesn't matter, it's just increasing my supply regardless of where they are?
Ouvert. Ouvert. Ouvert.
There's 3 written on the right of the minimap to see players score to know how you're doing. Okay. Thank you for that. So they're all doing fine, but what does the score represent? Is that just like units, economy, military, kind of a combination of things? That is very helpful, thank you.
Bereite. Das war.
Oh, I have this orphan wall. I must have clicked in a silly way earlier. I don't think I can place another... Yeah, I don't think anyone can get through there, right? So,
Holzer.
nothing really to worry about there as far as I can tell. Let's go help with gold, maybe?
Ja. Das war. Ouvert.
So they're gonna have to go through the gatehouse to drop their wood off, but at least it'll be separated. I guess I could try to build more walls around this forest just to have it as a
Ouvert. Ouvert.
separate source of resources here. The computer can destroy my walls, but they can't destroy natural phenomena like these cliffs. Is that true? Shit, where's Burgundy attacking me from? Oh, that guy. Okay.
Heiße? Systeme.
So if I wanted to defend my walls here, am I best off making castles, or what's the equivalent of like a turret? I know the castle's like a super turret, we said last time, right?
Dass ich soll.
Do I have to research the ability to make arrow towers?
Bereite. Dies war ja.
What's so permanent? Okay.
Hey, ja. Ouvert.
It's just something that a villager should be able to build natively. I find myself wanting to have the flatten everything button from Stronghold. That was really useful for figuring out how to make walls make sense.
Ouvert. Ouvert. Ouvert.
If I accidentally build an unnecessary tile of wall, is there a way to cancel the build order? I've got an unnecessary one there. Probably gonna try to make a gate into this thing if it lets me. Just delete. Oh, well, apparently I can use that to murder villagers. Today I learned. Okay.
Heiße.
So I can make houses as dense as I want them, like the game really doesn't care how close they are to one another.
Ouvert. Ouvert.
Units don't have to like move between them or anything.
Das ich soll. Ouvert.
Shit. I need a button that's deselect my currently selected villager. I see.
Bereite.
And its arrow towers are a military building. Is that a watchtower is what we're calling that? Does it have to be along a wall, or can it be inside a wall and shoot from there?
Ouvert.
Does the watchtower act as a turret, or does it have to be manually manned with like archers that I build? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, someone chopped a tree down there and... I put my military units to just, like, try to patrol and kill everything bad in the area. God. I'm gonna lose my fucking... I think I dealt with them.
Ja. Ouvert. Ouvert.
Bereite.
Control. Person, attack, move, guard. When it says click an area to patrol, do they mean like click and drag, or? do they determine where to start and end their patrol? Is it where they were at the beginning, and then they just draw a straight line to where they're going to, or something? Sorry, Kiri. Because I assume that would be a more complex action than even check the first one.
Ja. Das ist so.
Heiße? Ouvert.
Ja. Rete. Boevere.
Hey, ja?
Heise. Boevere. Bereite. Boevere. Ja.
Them all to help with the walls, I guess, would be nice.
Boevere. Bereite. Boevere.
It looks like they stopped patrolling. Not sure why.
Zerstürme.
Bereite.
Mostly new people that I built, right?
Ja. Boevere. Heise. Boevere.
Heiße? Ouvert. Holzer.
Shit.
Ouvert.
I keep thinking I can just click the ground to, like, dismiss the command on a certain unit.
Hey, ja? Rete. Ja, das war.
This person just, like, stuck in a wall accidentally. Just kill them then, I guess.
Ja. Boevere.
So the watchtowers act as automated defenses by themselves, but
Boevere.
I can also command them to... Or I can also put archers in them to make them shoot more arrows, basically. Really just want to have an automated defense. I don't want to have to think about it. I can focus on the economy stuff and save. Presently do not have a stone mine, do I? How did that guy get in? Is there any way to see holes in my walls? Just not one here or something?
Heise.
Oh my god.
Boevere.
Did they maybe destroy it earlier?
Hey, ja? Ouvert.
Tower ends help you see a hole. Okay.
Heise? Ja.
My buildings, they won't regenerate on their own, right? Like, I would need to send a villager to spend resources to repair them. Brown ground indicates a former forest. Okay.
Ja. Boevere.
So that's not a gap right there. It looks like a hole, but... Gotta start sending people out soon, I think.
Bereite. Das ist soll. Hover.
Ja, Hauber. Bereite. Hauber.
Ja. Hover. Bereite. Hover.
Gotcha. So the flattening thing is kind of a unique feature to
Ja. Heise.
Stronghold, right? Since that's
Hover.
almost totally about building walls.
Hauber. Holzer.
Is this kind of a standard way to build, is to build walls around everything, and then as you need to expand, build a second set of walls beyond that? And just keep doing that to envelope more and more resources as you need them or something? Probably need to start sending monks out. So if I wanted to build a gatehouse here, is it impossible because of the janky way I've laid out my wall there? Like to get people out onto the bridge?
Ja. Holzer. Bereite. Holzer.
Idle villager button is the greatest thing, I have to say.
Holzer.
There's a lot of things in this that are great, but that's very, very, very great. I'm a big fan.
Ja.
Monks.
Ja. Rete.
Ja. Das ist soll.
8 aus.
Wäre.
Okay, for some reason I'm letting the towers stand out to me as something other than cosmetic. I want them to mean something else, I guess. I don't know if I'm able to just, like, send my monks out alone to try to find these relics.
Ja, dies war.
StarCraft was the last big RTS without an idle worker button. Gotcha. I know unlock. Is that guy able to hit my He's just hitting a wall, not my watchtower, right? I need to unlock the ability to convert enemy units. Can't do that by default. For enemy buildings. I wish this showed me the actual cost, so I'm not accidentally burning a bunch of stone. Like, heresy is kind of a cool concept.
Bereite.
Oh, so what's up with the redemption thing? What was that providing for me?
Heise. Flickmann. Ja. Rete. Das war. Rete.
I think I finished rewalling this. I'm still confused as to how that guy was able to hit the tower through my wall there.
Flickmann.
I had a wall in front of it, didn't I?
Ja, Holzer. Holzer.
Ja, Rete. Ja,
Alright, let's...
das ich soll.
Are they just rolling for a chance to convert every time? I'm just gonna hit diagonally.
Bereite.
So I would need to have 2 layers of wall in there, I guess.
Buvere.
Bereite. Das ich sollte.
Progress bar. Where?
Bereite, dies ja. war.
Yeah, I'll wait inside, please. Don't get yourself
Dies
killed.
war.
Don't get yourself killed.
Bereite. Flickmann.
Time-based and random.
Das ich soll. Ja, das ich soll.
And they're consuming resources when they do a conversion, basically.
Ja, dies war. Dies war.
They can do it from inside a building, it looks like, maybe.
Dies war.
Oh. The monks led them in by accident.
Rete. Dies war. Rete.
This is fine.
Hey, ja.
Will monks automatically attempt to heal each other if they're near each other? It looks like their health is going back up. Just make a lot of these guys.
Ja. Buvere.
Monks auto heal.
Heiße.
Okay. Where can I see their faith? So it's just from selecting them and seeing this value down here, monk faith. Monks. There's 3 conversion range. Block printing, that's smart. How but it costs a bunch of gold that I don't have. Okay.
Bereite. Dies war.
Are higher level units harder to convert then?
Rete.
I see not enough faith to perform a conversion. So theocracy makes it so if I have a big group of monks, they have an easier time doing that, I guess. Do units rally somewhere by default? I feel like I should have extra monks here.
Heiße?
I don't see where they are.
Das ich soll. Ja, dies war. Ja. Hey, ja, das ich soll. Rete.
See, this says 5 monks, and then it has 4 extra monks in addition to those 5. Really just outside the building by default.
Ja, dies war.
Oh, so tech research, you can't be researching a tech and creating units at the same time? That's good to know. Do all future copies of the building have any techs I've already researched, or does the building being destroyed cause me to lose anything permanently?
Bereite? Ja.
Bereite.
Extend the walls down here.
Ouvert. Ouvert.
Techs are always permanent. Okay. And I can't build walls through here because of fog, I guess.
Heiße. Rete. Das ich soll. Dies war.
How does conversion work with my supply cap? Like, will it allow me to convert above my supply cap? I think Austria is on the east. Thanks, guys. You're doing great.
Dies war. Ja,
I'm tempted to just, since I need the monks to get relics, to just use my monks as my main units and go out and just convert the enemies I run into and then use the converted enemies to kill the next enemies. I don't know if that's gonna work though.
dass ich soll.
But I don't think I'm gonna be able to just like go straight to relics and get them with impunity. It doesn't seem like it.
Dass ich soll. Ja.
So they'll contribute to supply cap, but it can keep going above it, is what you're saying. Okay.
Hey, ja.
Bereite.
Rete. Dass ich soll.
Hey, are low health enemy units easier to convert? I'm wondering if I should just, for the sake of simplicity, have them all attack the same thing. And if they convert, they convert. If they die, they die. Who cares?
Ja, dass ich soll. Rete. Dies war. Ja.
Looks like that's an enemy watchtower, right? This is not as effective a strategy as I was hoping. It's not for this number of dudes. Maybe if I can lure dudes to my doorstep. Hold on. Some units are more resistance,
Dies war.
but otherwise it's the same.
Heiße, dies war. Ja,
Oh, really? Faction bonuses for conversion? I feel like I had a bunch of dudes here when I ran by before. Do they not, is the AI smart enough to not respond to provocation like this? Oh, here we go. Do monks always attempt to convert if they see an enemy in range, or is that only something that happens if I manually command them to do it?
Heiße. Dies war.
Shit. Thought I could keep them outside. I don't know how quickly the walls are supposed to close here.
Hey, ja. Dass ich soll.
Manually and if they're attacked.
Rete. Heiße. Rete.
Want to hang out inside, please? Thank you.
Dass ich soll. Ja. Rete. Dies war.
I kind of want them to be able to like go outside the wall, but only just far enough, like that the door closes behind them. It seems like they want to stand in the doorway if they can.
Ja. Rete.
Are they wasting faith if they spend several seconds trying to convert somebody and then that person dies, or does that not really matter? Guaranteed to convert after 10 seconds. I might just need to say screw it and send my whole military out.
Bereite.
I have enough defensive towers and stuff that hopefully my base is somewhat protected.
Stritet.
They can convert buildings too, is that right?
Zerstörme. Ja.
They're trying here, okay, I see.
Ja. Sasa.
So multiple monks casting isn't really helping me. The main thing it's accomplishing is reducing the total faith per monk required to convert, but it doesn't make me convert any one unit faster, right?
Dies war, dass ich soll. Ja. Stritet. Bereite. Sasa. Zerstörme. Ja.
Unit cannot be converted.
Bereite. Ja.
More units back here than I appreciated.
Heiße. Rete.
Cooldown, not a real resource. Okay.
Bereite. Ja.
I can't see their progress towards conversion anywhere, can I?
Ja. Dass ich soll.
Ja. Stritet. Sasa. Dass ich soll. Dies war. Ja.
Yeah, I love all the animations in this. It's very, very pretty game. Really impressed by it in general.
Zerstörme. Stritet. Ja.
So that guy got converted what seemed like instantly. Can I have multiple monks attempting to convert multiple units at the same time, or they can only be working on converting one person at a time?
Sasa.
Okay. So that's why they were already mid-convert cast or whatever, and so I happened to change targets at the last second, so it instantly converted, I guess.
Heiße? Ja. Stritet. Sasa. Dies war. Dass ich soll.
I see. Gotcha. Thank you. Does it cost monks anything to heal, or is that consuming faith as well? Healing's free. Okay. Are there any critical buildings that I have to take out when attacking an enemy base? Like barracks or anything like that? How do I reduce their resistance, I should say? Just confirm my suspicion that my base is fine. That's not as fine as I thought. Okay. It's not good.
Hey, ja. Das war.
Can they not convert, like, siege equipment monks? Great to have a castle over here.
Klickmann.
Can I have villagers repairing a tower while the enemy is attacking it?
Das ich soll.
Ja.
Ja, Klickmann.
Deze. Klikman.
Or will they get hit by the catapult attacks and die as a result?
Ja, das ich soll.
So much red tail hawk.
Das war. Rete.
Hey, ja. Klickmann.
Heiße.
I love all the different colored health bars. It makes it a lot easier to try to keep track of what the hell's going on in this game.
Ja. Streeted.
Ja.
Stone's a problem now. Okay.
Over.
Does the computer try to kill my monks first because it knows they're more dangerous with the ability to heal?
Ja. Das ich
I
soll.
think they killed basically all my monks there when I had them running around, and what was I was hoping was a death ball. How possible is it for me to mine out the map and have soft lock due to lack of access to resources? Is that something I have to realistically worry about?
Das ich soll. Dies war.
Bereite. Over.
Ja. Over.
Ja. Over.
Bereite. Over. Deze. Over.
Basically impossible. Okay.
Bereite. Das war. Rete. Hey, ja. Das war.
I don't have faith. Alright, one of them should probably build a quarry thingy here, right? Mining camp.
Wäre.
I'm confused at the existence of mining camps. I guess maybe it's a way for the computer to fuck you up, because it seems like it's trivial and correct to always build a mining camp right next to every
Das ich soll.
bit of resources that you find. So I'm surprised you don't just like accrue the resources instantly upon mining.
Over.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
wäre.
Deze.
If they were holding stone,
Over.
and then I reassign them, does their stone just get destroyed?
Over.
Heiße. Over.
Ja. Over.
Bereite. Over.
Bereite. Over.
Heiße.
Oh, we're out of gold now, aren't we?
Ja.
Kind of like the way the map gets flattened as you collect stuff. That's cool.
Over.
Ja. Dies war.
Bereite. Ja. Das ich soll.
Ja. Das
What's with the
soll,
red
ja.
flags I was just seeing a second ago?
Bereit. Dies war
So I collect some of the stone. I'll try to wall in this quarry here. Guess I can try to wall in the gold there. Doesn't get destroyed until they gather some other resource. Okay. Can y'all not stand right in the door? Thank you.
Ja. Ja. Ja, das ich soll. Dies war
Hey, ja. Ja.
I wish I could see like a visual indicator what was going on with conversion, because I don't really have an intuition for how that works and when it works, you know?
Bereite, Rete,
I don't really need to build walls
das
where
ich soll.
there's river that doesn't have any, because walls are effectively river, is that true? I guess I could make like a second gatehouse here to enclose this mining camp, but
Wo wäre?
they even need to have a way to get out of here if they can get to their mining camp though.
bereit. Ja.
Everybody pop inside, please.
Zerstörme. Ja, dies war Streetet. Sassa. Zerstörme.
Go team, I guess. I feel like I'm treading water if I just defend myself. I guess I don't know if that means that the computer is technically bleeding resources somewhere, but it doesn't feel like it.
Ja, das war. Wo wäre?
I think whoever I had assigned to build these walls got distracted, huh? So do I always have to build the walls first and then build the gates on top of it? So I think this entire wall section was a complete waste, wasn't it? Because of the way the river is laid out. Alright. You gotta start leaving future Marstead notes. Future Marstead, you're still on this same map to try to capture 4 relics. The furthest you've gotten is you've explored this purple town, but there's a bunch of dudes down there. You have to keep doing this expansion that you've been doing by building the walls further and further out. Basically, the stress you were feeling before should be a little bit mitigated now that you've played Stronghold. Think of it like Stronghold, but even more expansionist. So you probably want to cover this gold mine and build a mining camp next to it and have your guys do that. You probably want to build a gate here so that this quarry is separated, although I think they're going to finish it here in a second and it's not going to matter. You probably want to keep heading south to take this. How long is a mission for someone who knows what they're doing in Age of Empires? Like, I have a feeling that needing 4 relics and the speed with which I build units and capture stuff and mine things, this is probably going to take me 4 or 5 hours to do the Barbarossa level. Someone who knows what they're doing, maybe not a speedrunner, but just someone who's played the game before, going to do it in like an hour or 2. Oof, okay. And is that just through knowing the size of the offensive force that you have to build to send out? There's like 20 things that stress me out about RTS games, but a really big one is never knowing how big of a death ball is big enough of a death ball. I thought I had one earlier, but all my monks got wrecked. because I didn't understand that they were going to get focus fired and all this other bad shit was going to happen. So I could probably try to build... I guess next episode, ask chat for help on what you should build for a death ball, because you're not just going to be able to do this by sending out monks to scout. You're going to have to send out a big group of fast-moving units to take things out and destroy cities and stuff so that the monks can get around safely. What can the food and wood even go on? I don't know what there is to spend things on other than gold to make units, right? Spearmen? Okay. Is it the problem that everything costs gold and some other resource, and because I've been stuck on gold for a while? Spearmen, light cavalry, and skirmishers only need food and wood. Oh, halberdiers. Okay, keep that in mind, future Marstead. And sell some food and wood at the market to get more gold. Okay. So yeah, here, sell food, sell wood. Because in this game, food is not an upkeep thing, it's just a resource you pay to generate, to pay for research costs or to generate units. And once they're generated, they don't continue to consume anything, right? So yeah, potentially sell food and wood for gold and maybe stone. Finish building out your walls, expand outward, make 1 million. It sounds like you should just be able to make 1 million halberdiers, and maybe that'll be enough to just win through brute force. Build some more houses to increase your supply cap a bit, maybe. But definitely ask chat for help in other ways if you're still confused. I didn't make any progress today, but I think I learned some things, so hopefully it was worth it. Sorry if you were all screaming.